Hey everybody, it's Jill, Fiber Floozie Crafts. How are you guys today? Let's see. This is going to be a week, I think, for everybody. I know that there are some places already getting weather, and down here in Texas, we're going to get some too. So don't think we're going to get left out. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to have everyone here. It's going to be a short one today. I do have my Mary Maxim that I haven't canceled just yet. I'm going to. Honestly, I just need to call them because I went online and looked at how to cancel the subscriptions, and I couldn't find an easy place to do that. So it looks like I may have to. I'm going to look again at maybe sending them an email, but if not, I may have to go ahead and call them because I think that's how they want you to do. So they like you to call them for their orders and stuff too. And I just, so we're going to do the Mary Maxim, and then I have a couple other things I want to tell you, and that's going to be it for today. So it's a short one. Okay, here we go. Let me find my scissors. I keep my scissors in this pouch. I've been keeping a lot of things sitting here on my table in this pouch. It's got a whole gambit of things in here. Pens and pencils and gauges and scissors and stitch markers and tape measure. That's just one that I found actually over at Kaleidoscope when I had all my stuff over there. Okay, so this is, I believe, the crochet kit for February from Mary Maxim. And let's get a look at it, and then I'll tell you guys why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. So these are $9.99 to start and $14.99 per month after that, and with tax and everything, shipping and everything, it comes to $22.94, and that's both the crochet and the knit clubs. So this one is the February club, February crochet club. So here is the bag. We've got 6 skeins of yarn. Quite a bit of yarn in here. And there is our project. They always come in a very nice zip plastic bag. So we're going to be making a hat, some mittens, and a headband. Here's the headband. I like the colors. And here's the hat and the mittens. Ah, and they show you how to do that headband to where you twist it. I'm glad to have that on something that's written. If you don't know, Ella from No Catchy Names, she did a little tutorial on how to do that. She did not show you how to make a headband. She just showed you how to do that twist. I'll try to link that video for you down below. So this is the yarn. It's a nice, squishy, bouncy, bulky yarn. I like this yarn. This is the Lana Maxi Delicate by Gina. It's a 75-25, so 75% acrylic and 25% wool. 100 grams, 120 meters. It does not give the yardage. It is made in Turkey. They don't see any patterns on the ball bands. It's showing you a pattern, but it is not giving us the pattern on the ball band, which is fine. That you may be able to go to the website and take a look. It's like a cowl and a hat. And here's the brand. Gina. It's Natalia Kuhlman. Yandex.ru. Y'all see that? So we get a blue and a white, and it's white, it's not cream, it's white. Two of this, it's like a tan and a gray. So a beige and a gray, basically. But beige and gray, two beige, two gray. They just have color numbers on them. A white and a blue. This is nice, and this is bulky yarn. This is a nice bulky yarn. I like this kit. Mary Maxim, if you did these every month, this would be so much better. But I won't know, because I am going to cancel. It's not that I haven't had fun doing these, and it's not that... It's been fun to do. It's been fun to show you guys. I'm just thinking I want to pick and choose what I want to order and get. I may go ahead and do a mystery bag or two here and there instead of the kit, because I think that'd be fun to do at least 2 or 3 times a year to find out what they're putting out in their mystery bags, because you know it's going to change. It'll change in the spring, it'll change again in the winter as they shift things around in the warehouse. There'll be different things in those mystery bags. That's my thought. Okay, it's not bad. I do like it. I just am going to do something a little bit different. Probably going to pick out different yarns from Mary Maxim that I want to try instead of getting the kit. And then from some of the, I have 2 other, well, the knit one, and then I have the row 1. So I will have one more row 1 to show you, and then I have the knit one coming, and then those 3 will be gone. So whatever I get this month, that's it. Those are all gone. And then I'll be picking things that I want to show you, so that'll be fun. We'll still have this feature, but just won't be on the every month club thing. But I'm not telling you not to get the clubs. It's nice to try it for a while. I think if it was the only thing I was getting, like I didn't buy yarn at all and I just get this club, I'd be really happy to have it, and it would be a lot of fun to get it every month. But I do want to pick and choose, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, that's that. One other thing I want to tell you guys, and that is, now I mentioned this on my live, so I didn't want to forget to put it on the podcast, because there are people that watch the podcast that don't watch the lives back. And I had 2 lives that went into oblivion. They were loading for, so the live from this week loaded. It uploaded to YouTube. It is visible. You're able to see it. The one from the first week of January loaded, no problem. Everything is fine. The next 2 they were still loading, and I finally just told them, just stop, because 2 weeks to load, something's wrong. They were hung. They got hung up, and I just said forget it. So those 2 aren't up, but thankfully they weren't regular videos. They were just lives, and I hate to lose them, because there's so much wonderful interaction on those that I just, on the stuff that we talked about. That was, one of those was the giveaway one, and that was a lot of fun. But oh well, that's technology. So I wanted to talk about the B² crochet along that we are doing. I talked about this on the live, but I wanted to go ahead and go over it one more time. This here, I get a little disjointed during the live and don't finish my sentences every time. So here's what I want you guys to know. Here are my squares, my stack of squares for the crochet along, and I'm gonna go through them real quickly and remind you of what mine look like. So this is square number 1, which was our single crochets. And if you haven't done this yet, I encourage you to go over. I'll put a card up here for you guys so you can go in and check out the cowl. I have a playlist. This one is our half double. This is doubles. This one is our trebles. This one was a post stitch. I don't remember what this one was called, and I think it was done in half doubles. Not sure. This one I think is called, I don't know, was this a star stitch or something? I can't remember, but it had a lot of texture in it. This one is our puff, alternate puff. This one was a chevron, like an arrow in it. This one is my favorite so far. This one is the arch stitch. This one is this is the last 2 that I did, which is 10, well, it's not the last 2 I did, it's the last 2 I posted. I've done more, but they're not edited yet. Alternate cluster, I think. And then this one is a post relief stitch, and it causes, you do all the posts on the back, and it causes lines on the front. So here's what I wanted to tell you guys. I talked about this on the live, but I wanted to be sure and put it here, and that is to make it clear to you. And I do talk about this in the first video, which is for squares 1 and 2, where I show you the yarn I'm using and all of the specs and everything. And that is that you do have to watch your gauge, in that if you are using a H hook and you don't get a 7 by 7 square when you finish the stitch, then you need to adjust your gauge either up or down. And here's the thing also that I was figuring out. I went back to check everything and to see how my squares were looking, and they weren't the same. So you may have to add another border row on your square, because when you finish your stitch pattern for the square, it should be 7 by 7. When you finish the square, it should be 8 by 8. We want them all to be an 8-inch square when we sew them together. So I wanted to be sure I mentioned that again. So I had to go back and do another row around them, but also don't increase. If you also have to adjust and you have to go back and do another row around yours, be sure you don't increase in these corners. It needs to be 112 stitches around, so 25 on the sides and 3 in the corners will give you 112, because we want them all to have 112 when we sew them together. So see, this one I had to go back and put another row on. This one, and this one was really small. It pulled in so much, and I went back and checked it because I thought it was going to be okay, but it really pulled in on me. So I had to go back and do 3 rows around it, because it was only the pink and this variegated, and I had to do 3 rows of the variegated on the outside to make this an 8-inch square. So be sure you go back and you do your, make sure your squares are all 8-inch. I wanted to be sure I mentioned that before I forget. And you guys, I'm still working on the designs. I've got the pattern written up to the point in which I have finished. I have one more section to go, and I'm thinking about sending out to the testers the pattern thus far while I'm working on it. That way they can get started, and then it'll be we can get it out to you guys even faster. So that's what I think I'll be doing. So my testers need to be looking for that, and I have a video coming out showing you where I opened some things from my daughter Chelsea. And let me grab something and I'll show you. So one of the things that she sent me, she was out shopping, and I explained this in the video, you'll see, and I was shopping with her, virtually shopping with her, and she found this little kit. And somebody on the live on Sunday asked me if I would make a sloth, show making a sloth. Well, guess what? That's one of the things that Chelsea found me. And this was at Michael's. And I want to see, it was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure it was Michael's. It comes with the hook. And I'll go through this whole thing, but everything is in here. The filling is in here, the hook is in here, and all of the yarn. I like his little cap that he's got on. His little cap is cute. The eyes, the way that these eyes are done, I want to see if I can do, excuse me, I want to see if I can do the downward ideals. That's what I want to do. I'm not sure if I like that, the roundness of it. I think it'd be cuter. And then like his, if I can do something a little bit different here on his legs, I want to make those maybe a little bit bigger. The upper arm is fine, but anyway, I'm gonna play around with this, and yes, there will be a sloth coming. So look for that video, because this is going to be in the video that I show you. Okay, and I almost forgot to tell you, what's Tawanda wearing? Let me see. So she has on a really nice little see my guys, they're hanging out up there. I took somebody's suggestion to put them up on a stick, and I love it. This is a nice little shawl. It's not a long make. It is a nice little kerchief size, really, once you put it around you. And the yarn is the very first hand-dyed yarn I ever purchased. Very ever first. And it is by, it's this one here. This is by Arkansas Yarn Co. and it was called Shut Up, Miss Wilma. And then this one is by Knit Picks, and it's the Knit Picks palette. And I put that together with it. And then, yeah, just held those two together. And it's, I have it tied. I just love the way this one looks with those ends and these peaks on the side. I love the way it looks with the corners, with the two corners knotted, and I like the way that looks. Now this pattern is by Tristan, and she is the dyer behind the yarn. She's Donna Hurley's granddaughter. So Donna and Amber, you know, that I talk about here, and then the sister to Amber is Yarn Cafe Creations, and then Tristan has Yarn Horde, Dragon Horde Yarn, I think. I'll leave everything down below. And she designed this, and it's called Changing Staircases, and it's a Harry Potter reference. So I'll link everything down below for you, but I didn't want to forget to tell you what Tawanda was wearing, as I've been trying to remember that. Okay, that's what she's wearing. I think that's all I've got. Don't forget to look for me on Saturday. I will be on Lisa LadybirD Loves channel for the Saturday Spotlight. We're going to do 11 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to see how Lisa and I go. And she wanted me this time to go over my planner stuff, so that's what I'm going to spotlight for this time. We're probably going to do another one down the road of me with my yarny stuff, but the planning stuff does have, my planning stuff has a lot to do with my yarny stuff. It's one of the main reasons I got into doing them both together. So be watching for that. Thank you guys for coming. Have a great day. Thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate all of you. I hope you are well. Stay safe and have fun today. And don't forget to hit the button. Give me the thumbs up. Hit the notification, and you have to train YouTube. Train your YouTube. Turn on your notification. Y'all have a great day and have fun today. Bye, everybody.